Hi. We're finishing for today. Today I was working with Alex the whole time. Yesterday we finished with fixing the chain block creation and stuff like that in our chain simulation, because otherwise the code just didn't work properly. And today I started cleaning up the chain logic a bit, because I noticed that there are some tiny bugs. And then Alex joined me, and we basically figured out. We knew this was a to-do for quite some time already, that after the whole business and economic logic is implemented, we go and also like clean up the whole file to make it super nicely readable, to optimize certain queries and like how we use the database. And we started basically working on this today. And before I will implement the performance check, we will actually do the thorough cleanup. So, Alex, if you want to add a little bit, what were you working on, and if there's something to share?
There's not much to share. It's just going through the entire file, renaming things a little bit, and optimizing or maybe factoring out all the access to the database and all the mutations of the database into a separate database file. It's not yet a database, but just so that we don't do that inside of the chain. And that's kind of what we're right now still busy with. And in that process, we also figured out certain things need optimization. So here's a little bit of a file with where we checked what are we even using, what are all where do we write and where do we read the queries, the data from the database, and figured out there's a few places in the file where we do it in an interesting way. So we'll have some more work to do tomorrow to continue that. And when we finish that, we should maybe also update our database to always indicate when some fields store IDs of things instead of the things. So for example, if there's a variable called user and it stores a user ID, it should be called user_ID. And if there's a variable that stores a list of IDs, it should be called list_IDs instead of being the real list.
Yeah, so basically we were focusing mainly currently on implementing the economic and the business logic, that the whole thing works and it kind of holds water, or I don't know if that's even a legit expression in my language it is. But otherwise, we also try to improve the logs so that the logs are
right.
How do you call this? Okay, these are not even the right logs yet. Yeah, but like somehow that they all follow the same structure, pattern. So this is another thing. So yeah, it's gonna help us later when we implement the Rust chain. So basically this whole thing is a spec. So currently it's relatively messy, but it does the thing. So now it has to be also readable for to be actually be able to be used as a spec. So yeah, that's the update from today. We continue tomorrow, and yeah, see you tomorrow.